Assalamu alaikum to all of you. This is Fayaz Ali, your biology teacher. Today we are discussing the topic that is respiratory organs. Well, last time we studied about the respiratory surface, what are the properties of the respiratory surface and what is respiration called. Now we will see today what are the structures involved in the respiratory system of human. ह्यूमन के अंदर रिस्पायरेटरी सिस्टम के अंदर कौन से ऑर्गन्स होते हैं. ह्यूमन रिस्पायरेटरी सिस्टम. नाउ यू हैव लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट in your mobile, in your books. Now we will discuss only today how does respiration takes place also, and before this today we will see only what are the structures involved in the respiratory system. Now human respiratory system is divided in two parts anatomically. One, upper respiratory tract, second inner respiratory tract, lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract consists nose and pharynx. Nose consists nostrils. They are front portions of the nose. Two portions openings are called nostrils. There is the cavity that is called the nasal cavity, and nasal cavity consists the lining of the nasal cavity consists the hairs, cilia and blood capillaries. Now what are the functions of these nasal cavities? And there are upper portion is called, their upper portion or the anterior portion of the nostrils are called vestibules, where hairs and cilia and blood capillaries are present in the much amount. That is the area, it is called the vestibule. And here the fragrance chemoreceptors are also present which detect the fragrance. Now this is the opening of the respiratory tract. Nose is called the opening of the respiratory tract, and we know that there are three our organ systems which have outer openings, and in different system all those parts of the body which have outer openings, these are covered internally by mucous membrane. So this is, one is the respiratory system, it has opening. Second is the digestive system, it has also opening, two openings. And third is the reproductive system, it is also has the opening. So these three will contain the mucous membrane. Now here is also mucus in the nose which traps the germs. Hairs are to trap the germs or dust particles from the air, and cilia is also for this purpose. Now blood capillaries are for maintaining the temperature up to 30 Celsius. This is the 30 Celsius temperature required for air to move inside the body and for proper mechanism of our respiratory system. Now first part was discussed, that was the nose. Second is the pharynx. Pharynx is the inner narrow portion of the oral cavity that has three parts. One is the oropharynx, second is the nasopharynx, third is the laryngopharynx. Now this is the common opening between the mouth and the nose. Here the pharynx will move into the, will pass or connect to the larynx. Now these were only the two, the upper respiratory tract portions. One was nose and second was the pharynx. Now we are going to discuss about the lower respiratory tract, which are larynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. Okay. Now what is trachea? What is larynx? Larynx is the upper funnel shaped portion of the opening of the trachea, which is made up of cartilages, and it is the present in the throat. Okay. Now this throat consists the two vocal cords here. Pharynx and larynx both are involved for voice production. Okay, not only larynx. Larynx mostly, but pharynx also helps in the voice production. Now larynx consists the epiglottis, and the opening of the larynx is called the glottis. Epiglottis is the closing lid whenever, because windpipe, trachea and the digestive tract, esophagus are both connected, are side by side. If we swallow the food, that can enter into the trachea and can be very harmful. So for this protection there is a epiglottis. Now what is epiglottis? Epiglottis upper portion, which is like lid, which covers the trachea during the swallowing. But here is a question: is this the portion which is totally closed by the epiglottis or half? It is half closed by the epiglottis, not fully, because air transport is much necessary. Now larynx is discussed. Now after larynx is the trachea, which is the long tube. It consists of 15 to 20 C-shaped cartilages. To avoid contraction of the trachea. Okay. Now after trachea are the two bronchi. Now bronchi, right side and left side. On the right side, primary bronchi splits into the three bronchi. Secondary bronchi, which consists three parts of the lungs. And left bronchi, secondary bronchi, left bronchi divides into three bronchi, which two bronchi, which have two parts of the lungs. While left lungs have two portions and right lungs has three portions, because on the left side there is a heart. There is have to decrease the area, so there is the less space of the lungs, less portion of the lung. Now the part between these two lungs is called mediastinum. Okay. So inside the bronchi, secondary bronchi, it again splits into the bronchioles, tertiary bronchi, then into bronchioles, and bronchioles into other bronchioles, and last are the terminal bronchioles, which are about 0.1 micrometer. Okay. It again divides into the alveolar ducts, then alveoli sac-like structure. Now alveoli sac-like structure are very smaller, which consists of few cells. Less than 0.1 micrometer there is the thickness. Okay, 0.1 millimeter. So here are capillaries overlapped there. The inner sides of the alveoli are covered with the surfactant. What is surfactant? Surfactant is the lipoprotein, which consists of phospholipid and the protein, which helps in the transport of gases, which helps in the which keeps it moist, and third number function is that it helps in the opening or the expansion of the alveoli. Otherwise alveoli can collapse. So this is all about the anatomy of our respiratory system. In next lecture we will discuss that how the respiratory system works, how do we inhale the gas, how do we can exhale the gas, and what are the accessory organs related with the respiratory system. Okay, so stay connected. We'll be meeting in the next lecture. Thank you.